we talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice.
She said, don't hand me no lines and keep your hands to yourself.
That's an outrage.
He is America's #1 sports radio personality, and, of course, he's right in the middle of All-Star Weekend. Tone, will you participate in any of the Southern California David Stern parties?
Yes, I will. In fact, I hold in my hand my special invitation to
Wow.
a very special All-Star brunch on Sunday, and I will be hosting an after-party tonight after the Into the Night show heard on Lee Hammer's 1050.
Wow.
If you're in the area. I was going to be in San Jose to have a drink at the Original Joe's with Stifler's mom last night, who invited me to join her. Jennifer Coolidge, you remember from the great movie American Pie.
Yes.
She was actually, I had her on the show last night. She's up in San Jose appearing at the Improv this weekend. And so, she's a cougar, and I asked her, about young guys. And she said, oh, yeah, she only goes out with guys in their 20s. So, of course, not to be shunned, Gary, I said, well, what about a radio guy in his 50s? Would you have a cocktail with me if I can get you a table at the Original Joe's? Gary Radnich's old hangout.
That's
nice.
Johnny Albanese, actually.
Well, I know that, Gary, but I'm sure you've been there. You've been to Original
Tone,
Joe's.
how old is this young lady?
I think she's 47, 48-ish now.
And
so
she only dates guys in their 20s.
Well, she says that's the only guys who keep hitting on her are guys in their 20s, because she was in the movie as the original MILF, Stifler's mom, American Pie. So I said, what about an older guy? I said, she said, oh, yeah, I'll have a drink with you. So she actually accepted a drink, but I couldn't get to San Jose in time last night.
Okay, so what part, are you actually going to go to the brunch?
On Sunday, yes, it'll be down here in L.A.
Because they have this every year. In fact, it's funny you said that.
This is a private party deal.
No, but Patrick, it's with the like George Gervin, and Patrick always kids me because I watch the brunch on NBA TV.
That's great TV.
No, this isn't an
Have
NBA
you seen it, Ray?
sponsor.
I have seen it, yes.
No, this is not the NBA one. This is a private one. And I want to thank my friend, the great Jeff Capaccio, and Mr. Giulio Tempesta coming down for this brunch as well, Gary.
Okay, well, because Ray and I are talking about one where you see George Gervin and
No. This one will be a little more exclusive, a little more,
Excuse me.
A velvet rope.
Right.
You don't just get into this
but
thing.
But who'll be at this thing besides you and Julio?
I don't want to drop any names, Gary, but Baron Davis, I understand, will be there. The great Baron Davis, your former Warrior great.
Okay.
I heard Dennis Haysbert is going to be there.
Look at
Joe
Tony.
Boo, of course, and, of course, who was the president, wasn't he, in 24?
Yes, President Palmer, I believe it was.
That is good Dennis Haysbert knowledge, right?
Knowledge.
And
He's
Allstate
Farmers
San Mateo?
Insurance, right? Ray? Is
And
it Farmers?
No,
Allstate.
he does
Farm.
Allstate.
Allstate.
And I believe he is from San Mateo, if I'm not mistaken.
Boy, that's good knowledge. I was not aware of that.
You did not know that Dennis Haysbert was from San Mateo, Gary?
Let me turn to Ray Woodson. Am I alone, Ray?
I feel derelict in my duty, Gary, not knowing that.
Yeah, you didn't know either.
No.
Yeah.
By the way, I have breaking news, Gary, as we start the broadcast festivities in this segment, at least. It is now, according to the Bergen Record, my sources at the Bergen Record, the first paper I open in the morning when I get up.
Is that in New Jersey?
Bergen, New Jersey.
Okay.
The great Jerry Eisenberg.
Jerry Eisenberg and the Bergen Record. I heard Ray Woodson talking about Mikhail Prokhorov, the owner of the Nets here in Los Angeles as well, trying to get into my private party, but there's no vodka. We were only serving vodka there.
Thank you, Ciroc.
He doesn't drink. He said, so you have Ciroc or do you have the new Wodka vodka? Have you seen it? There's a new vodka called Wodka.
No.
It's spelled W-O-D-K-A so that you can sound like you're Russian or that you like it shaken, not stirred. But I mentioned the All-Star Brunch, and Dennis Haysbert and Baron Davis among the other notables there.
Of course.
Yes, but you don't want to drop names.
I don't
Go ahead,
by
Tony.
the way,
wait, is this breaking news on the New Jersey Nets?
This is legitimate breaking news.
Yes.
All right.
Mikhail Prokhorov here in Los Angeles not only is here to speak with Carmelo Anthony, he has already had a conversation, and according to the Bergen Record, they've reached an agreement in principle on a 3-year deal.
Wow.
So they've come to terms on the money part of it. Now the only part that has to be negotiated is the actual trade in which players are involved.
So that's the deal, the 3 years, $65 million that Denver could offer him.
That is correct. And apparently that, according now to my sources in Bergen, New Jersey, and whenever I'm in the Bergen area, I always pick up and go to the newsstand and plunk down my 75 cents for the Bergen Record.
It's part of the tri-state area, Gary.
But now you can't believe him, can you, Ray and Tony? This guy said, nope, talks are off, no more talks.
Well, I think he realized. I think he called off the dogs back then because it was out of control. I mean, the team was losing. Nobody was. It was in the media every day. Denver was leaking out all the principals involved. Denver wanted to get the deal done, and I think Prokhorov initially was just upset that somebody else was dictating the terms and negotiating this thing publicly. So he let things die down. He let the Knicks get involved. He let all this Laker nonsense get involved with, Andrew Bynum for Melo. And then quietly he flies into L.A. on his private jet, which I believe is staffed fully by lovely Russian supermodels, including the woman on the Sports Illustrated cover.
Irina Shayk.
Yeah, that's good Irina Shayk knowledge. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your
Cristiano
Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Yes,
but wait,
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Let me, as you break this story, then, are there any names mentioned who may be involved? Like the Nets are sending to Denver.
The deal, the hardest part of this deal was the fact that Carmelo needed to come to some sort of an agreement with whoever was going to pick him up. And that's what the financial part, that was really the problem, not the players involved. That other part's going to be easy. The Nets will just unload a bunch of guys, and then they'll make the trade.
Hang on a second. Jerry, run a crawl across the bottom of the screen. Tony Bruno is reporting.
No, I'm not reporting. This is according
Tony
to the Bergen
Bruno
record.
is reporting.
No, I'm not ESPN. I don't steal somebody's story and then make it mine, Gary. And I hate when they do that. And I love ESPN. A lot of friends there.
All right.
But if somebody breaks a story,
then I'm sending out a tweet. I'm
credit.
reporting, Tony.
Give them credit. The Bergen record had this first, Gary.
Yeah,
wow.
I have more from Fox Sports. It says if Anthony agrees, the Nets will get Anthony, Chauncey Billups, Sheldon Williams will be involved in the deal as well.
Okay.
And
Sheldon Williams, of course, as you well know, married to Candace Parker.
Well, there you go.
Former Tennessee star. And
one of the few
WNBA
guys in
great.
the NBA, not the best player in his family, huh?
Exactly right. Sheldon Williams is now. You're talking about a guy much traveled. He was where he went from
Atlanta.
Boston
He was in Atlanta for a while.
He went to Boston. Then he went to Denver, and that's where he is now. I mean, in the last year, he's been to 3 teams in 1 year, and now about to go to the Nets. His wife, Candace Parker, by the way, with more good inside knowledge, currently playing in Russia to supplement her income, and is a neighbor of mine, lives here in a nice place in Playa del Rey, California, right adjacent, of course.
But you don't want to drop any names.
I'm not dropping names. I'm just giving you knowledge, Gary.
That is fabulous.
He travels in company we can't travel with, Gary. I mean, this is another orbit.
I mean, when was the last time Stifler's mom said she'd have a drink with you at the original Joe's in San Jose?
You got
Gary?
me there,
Been
Tom.
a couple of years.
Maybe I can drop a name of my own.
Go ahead.
St. Carlos Corrector. You went to high school with Dennis Haybert. Yes, Corrector.
Dennis Haysbert. Yeah. Did you go to San Mateo High School? Where did he go?
Go ahead, Corrector. You're on KNBR.
The Corrector.
I did go to high school with Dennis Haysbert. He was class of 72. Great guy.
Yes.
We're in high school now. San Mateo?
Yeah, you were right. San Mateo High. Yeah.
I am getting amazing. You know what, Gary? For a guy who doesn't live in the Bay Area, my Bay Area knowledge is amassing daily.
Well, no, I got to give you credit on. You're breaking this thing with the help of the Bergen record. You're also going to a party so exclusive. No NBA players are going except Barron, right?
No, there'll be some other players. It's actually an agency party from the great BDA Sports Management, as you well know, Gary.
That's fabulous. Corrector, did
You
Dennis,
have another name dropped.
Did Dennis?
Phil Duffy, but he's a great agent, and he represents a lot of NBA ballers, Gary.
BD better than DD Entertainment, by the way.
Yeah. Hey, Corrector, did Haybert have that big, strong, booming voice then?
He did. He was a football player, track guy, and just had the voice, but, when you're in sports, you don't really look at the guys doing the plays, so nobody really thought he was going to hit it big, and then he hit it big.
Has he connected with you since he hit it big?
Oh, I've gone to high school reunions, and the problem is when you go to a high school reunion, everybody and their mother goes and surrounds Dennis, so I think the last thing he needs is me to go and say,
now, when I see him and I'm breaking some shrimp cocktail with him on Sunday at this exclusive party that I'm attending.
Well, you say that's Allstate stand.
If I drop your name, will he say, get out of my face with that crazy stuff?
Hey, Corrector, I know you don't want to give up your anonymity, but for Tony's, that might be kind of fun. What is your name?
Brad Dower.
Brad Dower, Tone. Can you write it down?
Brad Dougherty, of course, doing NASCAR now on ESPN. The Daytona weekend coming up, Gary. We will give the Stone Cold Daytona 500 locks, too, I believe, as a special bonus.
I'll tell you, Tone, there's no brother doing NASCAR any better than Brad Dougherty. I'll tell you that.
Right, homeboy.
No, Tone, will you please write down Brad
I'm
Dower?
going to write it down on the invitation.
Yeah.
Brad Dower, class of 72, San Mateo High.
I was a year behind him. I was 73.
Well, he won't remember you then.
Okay. Yeah.
You were just a scrub junior to him.
Exactly. Come on, juniors and seniors do not cohabitate. You know that.
Anyway, we'll see what happens Sunday when Tony's at this exclusive. We'll check back with us sometime next week.
All-Star Brunch, Gary. It's live 1 to 4 p.m. at LA Live.
What's on the menu, Tone? Do you know yet?
I don't know, but I'm
Wait,
sure it'll be
something else
good.
is
Wait, we have an
breaking?
update. We have breaking news.
Yeah, we didn't finish the trade.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. We got too wrapped up in Dennis Haysbert and my name dropping portion of the program.
No, go ahead with your menu. It's probably far more interesting.
I know. Pat O'Brien just called in and said, "Will you stop dropping names, please?"
Oh yeah. Well, Pat O'Brien said it. Yeah, go ahead, Ray.
Well, the Nets, in addition to dropping Billups, Anthony, and Williams, Melvin Ely, not to be confused with Ron Ely of Tarzan.
TV's original Tarzan.
Melvin out of
course,
UNLV, Ray, I believe.
Yes,
That's
not,
right.
not Johnny Weissmuller, of course, the original Tarzan.
I would
Ron
hope not.
Ely.
He's 150.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Ron Ely, the original and host of the Miss America pageant, I believe.
Oh,
also,
right.
God,
during
that
the
is
stretch.
just a little stiff on it, but he was there, right?
Yeah, that's why he only lasted
come on.
a couple.
Yeah.
That was after
Well, you
Burt
put that on a
Parks,
tee.
right?
Yeah.
When you try to replace Burt Parks, Gary, you just can't pull that off. That
Oh,
easily,
my
you know?
gosh. That's very good, Eli. Now, I think he also hosted, Ray, a game show, Ron.
Yes,
Eli.
he did.
Yeah, what did he host?
I don't remember.
Okay,
They're
go
all
ahead.
just game show hosts to me, Gary. As the
By
great
the way, he's
Sting
not in
sang,
this
huh?
trade, right? It's Melvin Eli.
No, that would be a deal breaker, I would think. But wait, there's more.
Yes.
Ronaldo Balkman also involved in the deal. Ronaldo Balkman, who was originally drafted by the Knicks, I
Yeah,
believe.
the one that everybody said, Isaiah, what are you doing, right?
Yeah, and they were right.
Well, among other things.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they said to Michael Jordan with Kwame Brown, too. But,
That's true.
you know, he
All
is
right.
in the All-Star sophomore game, I think, or one of those
But
games.
Kwame's still in the league.
Yes, he is. He helped beat the Lakers the other night with his big 2.2 rebound effort at Charlotte.
Yeah, but he
Awesome.
blocks out. He's a big body. He's a wide body, Tone.
Yeah, I think working with Michael Jordan has really improved his game.
Yeah. Well, what did Jordan do? Go down, kick everybody's ass, and then ruin their confidence, and then put
Why
his
do you
tie
think
back on?
I got this organization to give me a chunk of the team without putting up $1 of my own money? I have to contractually obligated to come out and go out and play with you one afternoon once a year,
geez.
and then I get my check at the end of the year, my residuals.
All right, well, let's do our journalistic duty, Ray. One more time, Tony and the Bergen
I will
record.
not interrupt with any of my Sheldon Williams,
No,
Candace
no,
Parker,
no.
or Ron
No, but
Eli
Carmelo
knowledge.
Anthony
I
is
still
going
haven't
to the
finished
Nets.
the deal, yeah.
Go ahead. And the deal is, again, one more time, Ray.
All right, the Nets getting Anthony, Chauncey Billups, Sheldon Williams, Melvin Ely, and Ronaldo Balkman. I believe Kiki Vandeweghe and Dan Issel also involved.
Let's see, there we go.
In turn, the Nets will send Devin Harris, Derek Favors, who is much coveted, Troy Murphy, Ben Uzo. I like a good Uzo at dinner time, and
Right,
four first-round picks to Denver.
Four.
Four.
Wow. Wow.
How many times are they
Wow.
going to pass the draft picks around until they get them?
Jesus,
Exactly.
driving.
Thank you,
Good
Murph.
grief.
So,
I didn't
do you
know you could do
Troy
that.
Murphy played with the
Yes,
Warriors?
absolutely.
And I guess was so disgruntled that his name was being thrown out. If I'm not mistaken, he was told, just stay home until we trade you. He has not played for the Nets.
He hasn't
the
played
last
for the Nets?
month.
Wow, that's a good deal if you can get it. Stay home, we'll pay you, and you don't have to
Yeah,
work.
yeah. Somebody, 808 KNBR fans of Troy Murphy, back me up, but I believe that's what happened with, and I call him Murph, that's what happened with Murph.
By the way, we're getting a bad knowledge that Melvin Ely was at Fresno State under Tark.
Fresno, okay, same. That's where I got confused. All
Thank you,
right.
Barry.
But this other guy back, not Wally Backman, is not involved in this trade,
No,
is he?
no.
No.
Or Len Dykstra.
Right? Or Lenny, no. Who's this guy you were talking about? Barkman?
Ronaldo Balkman.
Balkman.
Out of South Carolina, right?
I believe so. And yeah, and
That is
everybody was
good
howling
Gamecock
because
knowledge, Gary.
yeah,
Tone,
it's
I
him
go
and
back
Kevin
to
Joyce.
Frank McGuire, Kevin Joyce, John Roche, former teammate of Rick's,
Unbelievable knowledge.
Tom Riker, no relation to Rikers Island. You don't remember that group, Tone?
No, I don't, Gary. That's before my time.
Frank McGuire was the coach. They were very, very
No,
strong.
I remember Frank McGuire, but I mean, it's the knowledge of rosters of college.
Alex
I mean,
English is a South Carolina.
At least back then, the great point is you remember like five guys. Now you can't name one player on any basketball team in America in college, can you?
No, it really
Jared
is.
Sullinger. Can you name another Ohio State Buckeye guy?
Tone, you know who first said this? And I'm sure I've told you this. Rick Pitino was selling a book, and all of a sudden, I said, "How's the state of the college game?" And all of a sudden, he blurts out, "Hey, 10 years ago, you could name the average basketball fan could name the first two All-America teams. Now you can't name three guys on the All-America teams."
You're right, and it's
Yeah,
because
I
the one and done thing. These kids get in and they get out, which is what we profess all the time here on KNBR 680, the sports leader.
Hey, that's now for Carmelo, Tone. That I guess that wipes away the deal. Is it going to be Stoudemire's team or his team? I mean, he's the boss in New Jersey now,
Yes,
and I think they
La
have.
La approved. I think La La had to decide how far away the new Newark, the arena actually in Newark is right now. But of course, they will be moving to Brooklyn in a few years.
1 year, isn't it? I guess one more year in Jersey, or am I really?
Have they
off?
started building the building in Brooklyn?
Let's go to Ray Woodson, Ray.
I'll check on the schematics on that.
Yeah,
and get back
I
to
thought
you.
I heard that. Yeah, obviously this season, next season, and then Brooklyn. Here we come.
Beautiful, man.
Boy,
well, they changed it to Crooklyn, of course, to go with the great Spike Lee film.
That's tremendous.
Spike Lee joint. Speaking of great films, Gary, again, I don't want to be on here like I'm not a self-promotion guy. I'm not. As you saw, the Kardashians get $25,000 if they just tweet a product.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Did you see that story yesterday?
Yeah, and let me just
tweet
say,
somebody's product, they get paid $25,000, Gary, per tweet.
after you left the air, we brought it up, and it was. I told them, but your promotion of this party is highly unusual for you today.
Yeah, well, it's not I'm not, you know me, Gary. I'm not a big name dropper, but it was nice of me to be invited. I didn't even expect to be invited to this thing, and since it's in L.A. and it's Sunday, and I don't have to do Raiders post-game live, even with Richard Seymour signing in a very special edition of Raiders off-season live and what's happening now. As we bring in Romo and Jim Cosimore from Sacramento, we won't have to do that. That's why I can go to the NBA All-Star Weekend, Gary. I didn't go to Dallas last week for the NBA. I only go to the NBA All-Star Weekend when the NBA All-Star Weekend comes to me.
Okay, all right. Are you looking forward to the All-Star Weekend?
Yes, I am, Gary. I'm looking forward to the after parties and to check the police blotters in the morning to see who got arrested.
By the way,
I wonder if Pac-Man Jones is having a party here in L.A. this weekend.
Hey, Toad,
Make it smog.
all kidding aside, I know L.A. is the entertainment capital. Blah, blah, blah.
L.A.'s home, but it ain't mine no more, Gary.
Oh, L.A. is my lady. Thank you, Frank.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
But that song didn't work. Frank did the
that
theme
was a bomb,
for
yeah. New York,
Chicago,
and Chicago, but L.A.
Randy
just didn't
Newman.
work.
Randy Newman.
Newman's
Yeah.
"I Love L.A." is really the signature song, Gary.
But Tone, is that like a big, like you pick up the L.A. Times or you go on the websites? Is everybody talking All-Star Weekend?
I don't know. Nobody reads the L.A. Times anymore, Gary. That's why they're in trouble.
Seriously, you don't
I
think?
get the L.A. I get the Sunday Times, and I get it for the food coupons, Gary. I mean, if it weren't for coupons, I wouldn't be.
What's a
actually
good
getting-
coupon that you honestly pull out?
I clip them all, Gary. I have them right here, in fact. Right
No,
now.
you don't.
He's a couponista, Gary.
No. Come on. I mean,
It's a good way to shop.
no, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying I'm surprised that a single, if you're got a bunch of kids running around the house, well, okay.
We all have to be
Sunday
budget conscious.
All right.
You got it, Gary. It's the only way to save. You don't have to be cheap to do it.
No, I'm not
But
knocking.
Why pay full price? You can walk in. I got a little coupon booklet in my car. I go in there. I see what the toilet paper's on sale, and I get the.
What do you
coupons
save
and I
on
double
toilet
up.
paper?
I save 40% on my
What?
groceries when I go shopping, Gary.
Get out of here.
At the end, when I will save 40% of the actual retail
Wait,
price.
is that without the card? Because like Alicia
No, you
uses
got to
a
have the
card.
card. You got to have the
right?
card. If you go into Vons or Ralph's, and then you
Okay.
get the bonus buys, you can't go in there, and then you look for sale items, and then you get the coupons,
but-
and then bam.
But
you get all kinds of action.
Ray's kind of shaking his. Ray, what I'm saying is, I thought Tony saved by just the coupons. If you have your card, you're.
You have normal card
Yeah,
savings.
right.
And something say there's always a toilet paper on sale.
Right.
There's always paper towels on sale. And then you see if you have a coupon for that item as well. And then you bring out your little red folder. See, I got it right here. It's Velcroed in.
Awesome.
And it's all alphabetically listed. See, canned goods, snacks, condiments,
Jeez.
frozen
Okay, that's a little
foods,
creepy.
Well, you are amazing.
I mean, that's how I do it. Hair product. You got to have grooming product, Gary.
808
Like, I gotta get some
KNBR.
just
How
for
many of you
men,
in our
man.
audience clip coupons? We love.
I bought 12 rolls last night for $3.99, Gary. See, those of us who live in the real world.
But Ray, here's the deal. You
How do you
had your
think I get to
card.
go
You
to
didn't have the
these brunches?
coupons.
How do you think I get to pay my alimony, Gary?
Well,
Why do you think I
stop.
can go to these all-star brunches and pay a valet guy to park my car $15?
Yeah.
Gary? That's the money I save on one trip to the grocery. Save
But
15,
the
you give it
last
to the
time I'm
valet.
going to say, okay, say Tony, you did not have your card, your Safeway card or
No,
your
but you then punch in
Ralph's
your
card.
phone number. If you forget it, you put your phone number in, which is linked to the card.
Right. Okay. Alicia does that. What I'm saying is, if you just use your clipped coupons, how much would you save?
Well, whatever. It depends on what the price is of the item. But then normally, if you forget your card, then the guy at the cash register, the woman, will just put in a generic number, and then you'll get the coupon savings and the bonus buy savings as well, Gary.
All right. Ray, you know where I'm going
I feel
now.
like the consumer crusader. Who was the original guy? Not Ralph
David
Nader.
Horowitz.
David Horowitz. And, we could do another consumer segment today and tell you what's on sale.
What
this week
happened
at
to
Ralph's.
Horowitz, Ray?
He went to New York and ran for mayor, didn't he?
Did he? Okay.
No, Ray, you grew up with David Horowitz.
Yeah, he was really on my side, I felt.
Yeah, thank you.
For decades.
That was Ron Bogalashevsky, I think. What was the guy's name?
You need a standing ovation. Because Bogalashevsky came to the party late, right?
He was in Connecticut when I was there.
Yeah.
Then he came out to L.A. and then he went to the Bay Area, right?
I don't remember him up here. I
think he was in the Bay Area doing that. And I'm on your side. He was this real rough Polish guy.
Give me another drink. I'm on your side.
Give me another Boilermaker, barkeep. Give
Tone,
me a shot in the beer right now.
Here's some people that want to relate to you. Pugsley, West Sacramento. Relate to Bruno on KNBR.
Relate.
Where's Wednesday?
I'm right with you, Tony. I cut coupons every week. I go to Safeway, save over 50%, and I don't go out for dinner without a buy one get one free. So then that covers the
But Pugsley, here's what I'm trying to get across: is that you don't have to cut the coupon. You can just use your card from.
No, but if you have the coupon on top of it,
Safeway,
Gary.
Safeway, if you have the coupon on top of it, you get because there's no doubling. But if you have the coupon on top of it, you get to use it.
Okay, but tell me again.
Something's $1, right?
I got two high school boys. I got a freshman and a junior boys. They're just eating me out of house and home right now. And
but here's what I want to ask you
50%.
guys. All right, but here's the deal. All right, Tony, Ray, everybody, Pugs.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, you go in, you buy your groceries. Okay, they're $150.
Right.
You use your card and say you get it down to $110.
Yep.
Right.
Then with your coupons, you'd go down to what?
Well, it depends. It's all to me. They're big savings. If you need something, you buy it. You don't just say. But if you need something that's on sale and you have a coupon for it, then you can get it for like 1/3 of the actual price, Gary. So that's what it's not about the dollar breakdown. But if many of the things you have on your list are things that you need that are on sale and you have a coupon on top of it, you can save over 50%.
Yeah.
And you can save 15% on car insurance.
Ray, go ahead, Pugs.
I have a 70% savings at a Safeway about a year and a half ago that I saved my coupon list.
Jesus.
Shopping list.
But again, I'm probably going right through my head. I don't get it. But Ray,
I have the time.
Thank you, Pugs. Ray, is the savings that what you're talking about? After you use your card, you can save 50%?
Absolutely,
sure.
Gary.
It's a two-pronged attack.
You got to have the card and the coupon, and then bam!
Man.
And you're walking out of there and you're saying, I just saved $60. You know how many bottles of Chandri family Cabernet I could buy with that?
All right.
Yeah, it adds up, Gary. And, of course, I take mine to Harris Tahoe in July, but that's another
and you
story.
give it
That's
right
what
back.
I do. And then I take the money and I put it in and I go to Vegas and I bet on sports.
Ken in San Jose, you're accusing Tony of things. Oh, my God, what an email stack. You're accusing Tony of pilfering. Ken, go ahead.
Pilfering what?
Ken, go ahead.
That looks like my coupon book I lost at the Safeway.
No, I just ordered this online, and it's got the Velcro. It's got a little calculator in it. It's a really nice item.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that's
who does that?
Jeez.
I didn't have the calculator. But, Gary, these coupons are amazing. For Valentine's Day, which was my 18th anniversary, I bought my wife a $400 watch. I got 30 sale price, and I went online and got a $50 coupon and dropped that $400 watch down to like.
Mike, you got a problem with this? What's the matter with you?
Gary, what the hell is happening to this show?
We're consumer crusaders. You want to talk about the Carmelo trade again? He doesn't need coupons. He's making $65 million.
Exactly. Hey, can I break a story of my own? Go ahead,
We
Mike.
have breaking news, Gary?
Yeah, this is from Virgil, straight off the Golf Channel. Jim Gray was involved. They're playing at Riviera in Southern California this week, right?
Well, that's underway, Gary, over there at the, what is it called, the Northern Trust Open?
Here it is, Tone. This time, Jim Gray involved in a heated confrontation with Dustin Johnson's caddy.
No!
The caddy went into a profanity-laced argument with Gray.
About the decision? They're still yelling at Jim Gray about the decision with LeBron James?
No, Pete Rose. Anyway, with Gray over an earlier report that Johnson had been given a 2-shot penalty for being late to the tee. The caddy, and this is a guy's name, Bobby Brown, not every little
I love Bobby
step.
Brown. Is the original Bobby Brown, or the new Bobby Brown?
Who the hell knows? But I don't think so. The caddy expressed that the late arrival was his fault, not Johnson's. And this, Ray, you know the story?
Yes.
Oh, you knew to this?
Yes.
So Jim Gray again, huh?
Yeah, continue.
He's a journalist, Gary. Even on the golf course, he's digging for stories.
Yeah, right. I tell you, yeah, that's it, though, that Jim Gray, I guess that's the end of the story. They got in a heated argument.
Was there pushing and shoving involved?
Ray, do you have any update?
I don't believe violence was involved this time, although I think the caddy could probably take Jim Gray.
Okay, that's a good
and you know, bet. If you know Jim Gray and you meet him, he's one of the most unassuming, quiet guys you'll ever see.
Yeah.
Yet he's always getting in trouble somehow.
Yeah, but, Tone, you don't think he pushed his way in there?
Who, Jim?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, he got me. Look, we all get a break to get where we're going.
Yeah.
But I think he took advantage of the situ blankenwation, as Hal McRae once said on that clip, which ESPN showed the other day in their top 10 sports tirade. Did you see that?
No, I didn't know. No, that made the top 10?
That made the top 10, and I'm not a top 10 list kind of guy, but that was way up there in the top 5. Hal McRae, the Michigan basketball coach, the women's coach who went nuts last year.
Yeah.
Remember him? The
sure.
male coach. Sure. What the heck? I don't even know the guy's name, but it was hilarious. And, of course, number 1, Dennis Green. We all let them off the hook, and they are who we thought they were.
Okay. Hey, Ken,
are you
here we go.
Brett from Miller with the bases loaded in the 7th?
No, don't ask me all these stupid-ass questions.
Hal McRae, baby.
In the...
This is where he throws the phone and hits the guy in the face. Yeah.
Yeah.
Find the I hit Brett from Miller.
I love the off-mic swearing.
He's playing against left-handed pitchers. Brett is not playing against left-handed pitchers. Find the I bat for Miller. You think I'm a goddamn fool?
No, Hal, we don't.
Of course, if you hear it, he goes on, he says, I'm trying to be nice to you, and you take advantage of the situ blankenwation. That's what he said.
Stupid sucker. Ask me that stupid-ass shit every night.
That's definitely top 5, Gary. That's top 5.
Every time I see that or hear it, though. Okay.
See, this is one of those you got to see in here. You know, hearing it doesn't work. You got to see Hal McRae get up, the old aluminum desk in the office.
Yeah.
You know, the metal desk and the old ring phone. He picks up the phone and rips it, and a reporter actually gets hit in the face by the flying phone. And at the end of the clip, you'll see one of the writers walk out. He's got blood on his face.
Yeah.
He got hit by a flying phone, Gary.
I tell you, Tone, don't you, in a sense, though, because Hal McRae, that was it. He never had got another managerial opportunity after
he didn't.
that.
And his son, of course, Brian McRae, went on, then became a broadcaster. Is he still working? I haven't even seen Brian McRae lately.
I don't know either. But I'm just saying, 162 times you got people coming in and questioning you. That's easier said than done to keep your composure. Agreed?
I lose my composure a lot, Gary, when somebody comes in.
You're not going to lose it this weekend, though.
No, not with the All-Star brunch party, Gary.
Who are you dining with again?
I forgot the guest list, but I'm sure if we have any breaking news or late additions to the guest list, I'll be calling in live and breaking into normally regularly scheduled KNBR program. But speaking of film, we were earlier Spike Lee joints. I have an update, Gary.
Go ahead, Tone.
The new John Handlery, the Handlery Hotel,
the great John Handlery,
sponsoring this segment every day.
Yes.
As I told you, I came up there a few weeks ago and shot a 5-minute, almost 6-minute mini documentary type short, as we call it.
Where can we see this?
You can see it. Go to the KNBR webpage. I had a soft release of it last night, as they say, but now it's officially world premiere video. Many people have seen it. Just go to the Tony Bruno, Gary Radnich page on Facebook. And it's right there on the front page. It's almost 6 minutes long, but it's me and Miss Robin with all the great Handlery family doing a spoof on what you get, what you pay for these days. You have to pay for everything in advance.
So this also it's not just a sales job, it's also some fun and entertainment.
Oh, yeah, no, it's brilliant acting. There's some great dialogue. I consider myself a terrible actor. I'm not one of our great actors, like Jude Law and all these other great people. But I pull it off, Gary.
Yes.
I pull it off a little bit. I don't know how I did it. Miss Robin's in it, and it's a spoof commercial. John has a whole bunch of these spoof things on his website, and they're really fun, and his entire family's in on it, and they're just really cleverly put together, funny ways of poking. They're self-deprecating, which is really the thing that makes them fun, Gary.
So, Tone, you are sending traffic to the website.
Yeah, I think people should check it out. It's really funny. John's in it. His 2 daughters are in it. His son's in it. They produced the thing themselves. All done at the hotel. It was a lot. It took all day to shoot, but it was a lot of fun, Gary.
Okay, well, that sounds good. All right, Tone.
Just check it out. It's I believe, too late to get in for this year's best short features at the Academy Awards. Could have won a SAG award, maybe some of the other smaller awards, but definitely award-winning material, Gary.
By the way, do you have a pick, East or West, on Sunday?
No, I don't bet. I told you there's 3 events that you don't bet on the game.
West is favored by 1.5.
I know, but here's the number that all that matters. Just like I gave you the Pro Bowl, I said bet the over. You bet the over in 3 sporting events that are no doubt about it. You bet the over in the Pro Bowl, you bet the over in the NHL All-Star Game, and you bet the over in the NBA All-Star Game. Forget about the East, forget about the West and the East-West rap wars that used to exist back in the Biggie and Tupac days.
Yes.
All you do is sit at home and you say, that's it, just go in for another uncontested dunk. Oh, there's a big deep 3, nothing but the bottom of the net. All you do is just watch guys run up and down the floor and just keep scoring with regularity and alacrity, Gary.
So you're predicting there will not be a lot of defense played?
I'm predicting there will be 0 defense played. I'm predicting that the over-under number is 266.5, Gary. The 2 teams will combine to go over 267 points. That is your bonus star poll. Guaranteed lock.
Awesome.
Well, we have an update?
Something's breaking now?
By the way, Larry Eldridge, Vice President and GM of Comcast Sportsnet California, wanted to inform Tony that Buster Crabbe, not Johnny Weissmuller, was the original Tar
that's right. That's bad knowledge now. Yeah, Johnny Weissmuller, though, well known because he was a Olympic swimming champion, was he not?
Oh, yeah, but again, only Tone because they all ended up at Caesar's Palace. Joe Louis, Johnny Weissmuller, the only guy who got out of there excuse the expression, alive was Al Rosen. Used to be a host for Billy Weinberger at Caesars.
Are you suggesting these other guys were battered performers, Gary?
Oh, man, Tone, very battered. Jeez.
Wait, we have another update?
Yeah, what's breaking now?
Daytona picks.
Yeah, All-Star Game's a snoozer, but let's talk Daytona.
Let's talk Daytona. It is the Super Bowl of NASCAR.
Yes.
Yeah. Daytona International Speedway. I was looking at the odds, and that's a pretty bad sign when you're looking at odds. You know that Kyle Busch is plus 900, Gary? And Jimmy Johnson is plus $1,200.
Oh, I jump all over that ass.
Oh, yeah, I'm jumping all over it. I'm jamming all over it. Jam on it.
Yeah.
I'm taking Jimmy Johnson's plus 1,200 in NASCAR. But how do you not take that?
You're not even going to watch it. You're going to be with Dennis Haysbert saying, "Can you lower your voice and help my rates?"
I'll go over to the screen. I'll go over to my phone every once in a while and see if there's a yellow flag and what lap they're in. Daytona 500 is like an NBA game. I'll tune it in for the last 2 minutes, the last couple of laps. And then I'll go back to the party and pick up another canapé, Gary.
Can I tell you, Tone, the pressure
Is that
I'm
what
under?
they're calling them now?
Yeah.
Canapé, yes. Do they still call them canapés?
No, it's a Santa Fe, right?
No, canapé. That's what they call hors d'oeuvres. Would you like a canapé?
I'm going to watch the game at my mom's, Tone.
Now, will there be an all-star list and a velvet rope at your mom's?
And my mom's listening now because the place in Healdsburg, I turned the cable off for the winter. So they don't have. I don't have TNT.
Tom Cable's not there for the winter either. Is he up in Seattle now?
No, but I'll tell you what. He's moving his feet and his hands, and he's keeping the linemen off Hasselbeck. Yes.
He and Pete Carroll have good things headed for. If you're a Niner fan, you got to be worried. Tom Cable now back in the division with the Niners, out of the AFC, back in the NFC, challenging your San Francisco 49ers next season, Gary.
All I know is when you're there with all those celebs, I'll be at my mom's. So I'll think about you,
Listen,
Tone.
I'd rather be with my mom, with all due respect to Dennis Haysbert and San Mateo High and Baron Davis.
Fly her out.
I know she's not a big NBA All-Star Jam fan, Gary.
No Jam Posse, Mark Jones.
No, she's not with Mark Jones and the Jam Posse on ABC.
Oh, my God.
Not quite in the demographic.
Oh, my God. All right, Tone. Well, hey, have fun this weekend.
I'm just going to relax. Trust me, this brunch is a very nice thing, and I'll go out there and hang out with my friends. It'll be fun.
You may see Bob Lanier.
I may see Bob Lanier. You never know who you're going to run into, Gary. It's L.A. Live. It's All-Star Weekend.
Oh, my God.
Might run into Ron Ely.
I may wear my Wes Unseld Washington Bullets throwback jersey to the party.
Let me tell you, the 3 greatest outlet passes in basketball history, Wes Unseld, Bill Walton, and Kevin Love, Tone.
The 3 greatest outlet passes?
Outlet passes. That means, I'm telling you, they get the rebound, sometimes don't even come down, and they pitch it off. Tremendous.
Gee, thanks, Gary. I was wondering who they were.
I didn't have that top 3 list. I was working on that over the weekend. Now I don't have to worry about that one anymore, Gary.
You're too social. You're worried about those damn parties. I'm the only guy interested in the game.
Where the party at?
Tone, do
Mike,
your
give me a
thing.
little where the party at to go out here.
No.
A little Nelly with the where the party at.
Mike is too
asking,
interested in turning left.
You have not given a definitive Daytona
I gave you Jimmy
pick.
Johnson.
Okay,
Jimmy Johnson
all right,
plus 1,200, Gary. How can you bet against Jimmy Johnson getting those odds?
All right. Well, good luck to all the participants at the Daytona 500.
I better go out and see if I got any booze coupons in here, Gary. Let's see what I have.
All right, Tony, we will talk to you next week.
I got to get some Alizé and some Courvoisier And, of course, we don't drink, as you know, Gary, we have decided not to drink the Cristal anymore in this community.
Well, because you're following Jay-Z's lead.
That's right. When the guys are disrespecting the community, Gary, I am not drinking their product.
Right on, right on.
Way to give back, Tony.
All right. now Tony's drinking Diddy's Ciroc.
Ciroc, baby. Not Jacques Chirac, the president of France, of course. He's got his own problems.
Good knowledge.
Yeah, he's got a problem. His wife is 6 feet tall, and he's what? 4'11".
5'11", yeah, 4'11", yeah.
You seen his wife?
Yes, I've seen her.
She's who used to date Jagger, you know.
That's phenomenal knowledge, Gary.
Yeah. Ray, you know her, right?
Yeah. It's
Carla
not a good
Bruni.
matchup. It's
right,
like Marty Feldman.
Is right. It's Carla Bruni, Gary.
All right, enough of this crap. Tone, we'll see you next
time. Bye-bye,
right.
Salinas.
He is the fabulous Bruno. And again, may God bless the Daytona 500 on the Sports Leader.
I love canapes.
All right.
That's Allstate stand.
Today's Radnich Bruno Squareoff was brought to you by the Handler Union Square Hotel, the only place Tony Bruno stays when he comes to San Francisco.
Carla Bruni.
No relation to Tony Bruno.
What's that?
No relation to Tony Bruno.
Might be Tone. Any relation?
No relation, Gary.
All right. Just think, Ray.
Well, then it's open season.
Tony, 48 hours away from Haybert, San Mateo High. Right on. Here.
Here he goes.
Tone, do you have that guy's name from San Mateo High?
Dennis Haysbert.
No, the guy,
Oh, yeah, I wrote him down. Ryan Braun.
Okay.
No, he's with the Milwaukee Brewers.
Right.
Right. I wrote him down. It's Brad Dower.
You got to do
Brad
it, Tone.
Dower.
You got to do it.
No relation to Rich Dower, former Orioles second
That
baseman.
is phenomenal.
No, but Tone, that'll break the ice between you and Haybert if you have an old friend in Dower.
There's Haysbert with an S in there. You forget leaving the S out for savings.
I already have an insurance policy. Here is Ray Woodson.
Yeah. Talk about taking the over. We're late. No traffic. Bye.
All right, goodbye.
Where the party at?
Yeah.